To next presenter, Gregor. We're actually going to do a report for SunContract as well. I mainly excluded myself from this report because I'm actually helping them. It's a Slovenian ICO that is going to do a decentralized energy market.
Thank you very much, Rob. It's nice to be here and it's nice to represent SunContract today. Actually, we launch it tomorrow, so actually we are really excited about that. So thanks once again, because our community manager, he did a lot of stuff, great job, and maybe you know much better than I do because you communicate with him through Slack. Is anybody here on Slack, SunContract Slack? Oh yeah. So actually that's exciting to be here. Okay, let's start a short presentation about our project. I'm sure that you know a lot about SunContract already, but anyway. Actually, we would like to do a first decentralized market on the energy sector. So actually I'm coming from the energy sector, from experience for more than 15 years, and actually those experience we've got in the energy sector we would like to put now in combine. Actually the time changed a little bit because renewables came in this time in last 10 years, let's say even 20 years if I'm looking whole world, Germany especially. Crypto came in this time, so decentralization came with crypto, and decentralization in crypto and let's say decentralization in energy with renewables just come together. And also the people would like to be more self-sufficient, we would like more independent, we would like more. So this is also kind of decentralization. So all these factors come together. That's also our idea came from this part of and we wanted to use these actually advantages from renewables in one case and another case from crypto and put it together in one project and actually make, I would not say first, but I would say certainly first ICO, which is actually doing on the energy sector for decentralized energy market or energy trading, peer-to-peer trading. So, you know, energy sector is a huge stuff and it's actually multi-trillion market. I'm not saying that we are take it over, but I certainly wanna be one part of this big market in the future and actually bringing crypto to this market. So, because especially when we found out, let's say, I can say personally when I started with crypto, I don't know the date, but I know that Bitcoin was 200 euros. So this is the time I actually started working with crypto. But after when I discovered Ethereum, and then we've seen actually these advantages also that can be used in the business to business and business sector, especially now let's say in energy. So we would like actually to bring energy to crypto or crypto to energy, whatever. So to use it more flexible, to make it possible also that people can connect each other in energy peer-to-peer. Yes, energy sector is pretty static, and but I think in the future it will change a lot because we will have to, even without or with us, it doesn't matter, because we know that everybody the planet is heating up and that there's something has to be done. For example, let's say in Slovenia, in most of the country is already for 2 degrees centigrade overheated. Slovenia is much more than the average of the world. I can say from my other experience working in the energy sector, energy efficiency project in Murska Sobota, we checked from the temperature from 1960 and up to now. Murska Sobota is already overheated, let's say for more than 2 degrees centigrade in the average. You can see hours of the data and you can check it. We calculated for the heat pumps and actually we were surprised. It's already here. So that's why the energy sector should and must change. That's for good, for safe, for our future generations as well. So, and of course, now what we could do up to now, not a lot actually. You can maybe use less energy at home, but now with crypto, you can be part of it personally. You can invest, you can move, and you can change, you can really support, let's say, renewables. You can buy from somebody directly and so on. So you can be part of changing actually also the climate in your home, not just to turn off light, but also to let's say, make investment, make something in progress and be part of it. So this is actually what crypto actually enabled, not energy, crypto enabled, and together with the renewables. Yes, of course, there are some solutions from this static stuff. Of course, if you want to push something new, some business model should be competitive. And in this competitiveness, what we have seen is that we have to get some added value for the producers and for the consumers. So in this case, we looked where we can take something and what is possible, of course, according to the legislation which is in place. And this legislation we cannot change. It is here, it's different in different countries, but let's say European Union has kind of similar legislation. And other countries, let's say, where they have liberalized markets, they have, let's say, some possibilities to do. Where it's not, then maybe it's not possibility yet. But we have seen here, let's say, one part which are actually trading companies are taking. They have some fees, of course, everybody should have some fees they can survive. And they are doing also some service. But some fees are in one place that, especially for the small consumers, are actually pretty high. For the big consumers, they're really, really small. So, and actually we are counting on a lot and small consumers. And blockchain is actually automatizing smart contracts and can provide this service. And this is actually an advantage that everybody can count, not just big companies. Big companies should support, but small people, companies, consumers, producers, come. And this is what we can do. Of course, blockchain has other advantages. Transparency, we use what the blockchain provides by default. Lower operating cost. Actually, we're using public infrastructure, which we are not developing by ourselves. The community is developing it and so on. So this actually is influencing to the lower price actually on the customer in the end. And of course, in this case, the trader, in this case, then we don't need this service of the trader anymore in the way we are using it now. So this added value can be put to the producer and consumer, and this is actually one of the part of our project. Okay, maybe I just go a little bit far. We put here these milestones of our projects. This is a little bit maybe more for people coming from the energy sector, but anyway, the first stuff is we have 3 phases, the project, and actually each phase is harder. First is the easiest one, and then they're going harder and harder, because for the first phase, we don't need to change any legislation. It's already here if I'm talking for European Union and some other parts of the world. And but when we go to the phase 2, especially phase 3, in some countries there will need to be some structural changes and so on. That's why it's not going very fast in the energy sector. But for the first and second, it can be done mostly everywhere right now. And this is actually what we would like to perform. We would like to provide our service to be actually available for the customers in the Q1 next year. But actually we're already working on the blockchain pilot from April this year. So we just want to raise and then to see how we can do, but we already have let's say, proof of concept almost done by ourselves already in the process. So it's the first stuff is to trading market. We would like to put a trading platform that people can connect each other peer-to-peer. And of course, for this issue, also to issue, to raise money for development and other services, we will issue the SNC token, which we are starting tomorrow. This actually will be also the token which will carry out the trading of the platform. And we're going with the trading, and then we of course would like to have this platform first here in Slovenia. It's the easiest for us. We already have customers here, and it's very easy to be nationwide project to be implemented. And then going on the other countries. So we are not focused in Slovenia. We are focused actually in general in the world, and we would like to have very, very fast to be in the other countries. Because also some companies, let's say big companies, IBM, some energy companies from Germany, some clusters, some other companies in energy sector, I'm saying, they are also thinking and looking and researching and developing some solutions. They see that blockchain is going to be, and we think this is actually it's going to be. So, but of course, nobody did this ICO yet, and nobody went, let's say, publicly in this like what we did, and so we would like to be just very fast on the market and take some parts on the many countries. So we have a team, international team, from Malta to London, Spain, and so on, Belgium and so, and we would like to implement this very fast in many jurisdictions, especially in the beginning in Europe, but then later on to be able to go to other markets. Okay, maybe I don't go those services right now. Maybe we can talk later, which somebody will be interested about how to do this and which where we see advantages and so on. But this is actually the keystone. Okay, maybe just a little backgrounds from our side. We worked in the company Sons for many years now. From 2009, we implemented solar power plants in Slovenia and some energy efficiency projects, heat pumps, and we have done more than 150 installations. We worked also in the Middle East. So this is actually our advantages because we are coming from the business, from the energy sector. I personally work also in ALES, Electro Slovenia, TSO Slovenia, in the exchange. Actually, Slovenia, we established a Slovenian exchange. I was the part of the establishing team, and then this called now Borzen, and then this exchange is split to BSP, the South Pool, but in the beginning it was the same company. So actually, we got experience from the part of our team is also from that time. We got experience how to set up a centralized exchange, I would say. But now we are going to decentralized. It's not kind of exchange, but it's a trading platform. But anyway, there are some similarities, and then some issues we had that time, and now the same issues, let's say, with the regulations are still now the same. So we have some experience. Okay, this is actually our part of our team. We are not have listed all guys on the web page because more than that, those guys are listed here, also working with us, but okay, they are not listed. We need to crowd in our web page. Okay, for the project, for the contributions, so we will especially half of the funds will be distributed for the development, and max cap we have 100,000 because actually it's an energy project. But what we put there, you can see we can start with 5, and then we go 5, and so on. Depends on the services which we can develop now. We develop this by by logical what we can do, what we can be added on the platform, and in the end, of course, it can be much bigger platform, but doesn't need to be, let's say, in that first stage. Okay, token economics, what let's say contributors gain here, of course, we will issue the finite, the number of tokens will be final, so we will not issue any tokens anymore after eco sale. So in this case, it means the tokens will go around and be used for the real business behind. This may be one thing, like some projects, they were also with gold, or so on. But here we would like to have real business behind, not to have just maybe something to bring information from one to another, but to bring energy to this business and run business. So it means the demand for the tokens should be high. And when demand and the flow of the tokens is high, then also the price, it's more logical, is going up. So that's why it's of course your decision, whatever, but we think this is very promising regarding we bring real business behind all those tokens. We have actually on the web page also the economics offer, of course, for first week or even if who is listed before first week get pre-sale bonus a little bit more. Of course, it's good for early birds. But then we have each week we give a little bit less essences, tokens, and the sale will be for 4 weeks, and I think that it will be very good. So thank you very much. I will stop here, and that's your floor. Then you can ask.